For those who don't know me, my name is Roger Ross. I'm the Public Relations Manager here at Great America, and I've been here a whole month and a half, but I've been attending this park since 1976. I'm very excited to be here, and more importantly, we're excited to have you here, so thank you for coming this morning. To my left, Tyler Curry, Director of Park Operations, and I think every one of you knows Ryan Davies, who, in the world of when you start a new job, there's always someone saving your bacon at every turn because you're going, how do I do this, how do I do this? Tyler thinks he's had to answer a lot of questions for me. Ryan has to answer a lot of questions for me, like every day right across the hallway, so he can't even hide. So it's kind of sad. But we appreciate you coming out. First, I'm sorry, what? Oh, we're going to bring them up in a little bit. We're going to embarrass them in a few minutes. So, Greg, is that you back there? Greg Saunders is chief of everything, ride, park-wise, everything here. He's been here since '76, correct? There's a lot of history. If you have a question you always wanted answered, he will probably have it. He might not give it to you, but he'll probably have it. Okay. Clayton Lawrence, who's in charge of all our entertainment here, is right back there. Clayton, can you give a little wave? He may come up and say hi in a few minutes as we go through our PowerPoint presentation. And Albert, he's in charge of rides around here. Albert, how long have you been here?
10 years.
10 years. And that's why I have people who have tenure instead of me answering questions after a month and a half. I can tell you the little kiddie rides I liked when I was 7. And moving on up. But I'm excited to be here full time. I'm hoping you guys are excited to be here for the day and for the season. Clearly, there's a reason all of us are here right now. The park has a ton of great things going on. And the three of us will take turns talking about several items as we go through the PowerPoint. But the big thing is Gold Striker. And first off, we'll talk about in a few moments. We're appreciative of Cedar Fair and what they're doing right now. You will see it's everything. We'll talk about it. It's paint. I can't tell you the amount of changes internally, staffing, ramping it up so we can accommodate our guests better. You know, the little details up to the big coaster, and nothing is finalized moving forward, but there are plans again for moving forward. And it's not just something, let's do this and hope it sticks for the next 5 years. Cedar Fair is vested right now in Great America, and we're very excited about that. So with that, do we have our clicker working?
Yes.
Ryan, I'm going to hand you the microphone.
It's true.
I guess I'm leading this. All right, guys, so what we want to do is we want to kind of put a presentation together, some of the cool topics that we thought. We want to give you an idea of what's new in 2013. I'm sorry the font isn't the best. I thought it looked a lot better on my computer screen. So, but first and foremost, we're going to talk a little bit about Gold Striker and then some of the other things that are going around the park. So let's just get right into it, Tyler.
That's your cue.
Oh,
We're going to talk about Gold Striker.
I'm talking about Gold Striker. All right, so as you guys all know, when we came in, we were looking at a giant wood thing out there, correct? Now known as Gold Striker. That is our new coaster. These are some statistics we have for it. It's an almost 54 mile per hour coaster. It's a great speed for a wood coaster especially. The height of it at the top of the tower is 108 feet. 108 feet. All right, so you have a great drop that you're coming up to. Oh, now it's, okay, there it is. The tunnel itself, we had a chance to add a little bit of oomph and theming to the ride this year. It wasn't on the original drawings, but we were able to add it in, and that's our tunnel over the drop. It is the longest, how do I say it?
Longest initial descent or tunnel on a wooden coaster in the world. And that was verified by the American Coaster Enthusiasts. So thank you guys for your help on that.
Thank you guys for that.
Yay!
All that hard research.
So you're going to be dropping down into our, what we're going to call the mine shaft, because it is Gold Striker. And it can get up to, it can be pitch black in there. It's not just going to be like if you guys have been down at Knott's Berry Farm where we have the roof over it. This one is going to be fully enclosed, top, sides, bottom. So by the time you get to the middle of that, it's going to be black. And you're going to be humming. You're going to be flying. And then you're going to come right out of that tunnel. And before you even come out of the tunnel, you're already starting to bank in that first bank. So it's going to be a great addition to the ride. And really making it a little more themed too. So that's the great part of it too. The tightest bank on this wood roller coaster, again, let's say, wood roller coaster is 85 degrees. There are not many wood roller coasters out there with an 85-degree bank. That's almost 90 degrees. And you see that in some of the turns out there. So this is not your everyday old wood coaster. I would never compare this wood coaster to something in the back of the wood coaster park. It is nothing like that. This is going to be extreme, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very smooth.
Well, you know, Tyler, I was actually just out talking to Jake. He's from Great Coasters this morning. And I said to Jake, I said, how does this roller coaster compare to other coasters you built? And he said, this thing is going to be so unique. It's got a custom layout. So unlike anything you've seen before, some of the elements on it are going to provide great airtime. And of course, we really think that tunnel is going to be awesome. So we're really excited about that. Did anybody hear Tyler on Coaster Radio last week?
Yes.
Anybody?
No. I did.
Come on. You guys got to go listen. He did a great job, so make sure you go listen to that.
Thanks. We got to announce the mine shaft on that, so it was really exciting. Plus, this is something I learned too just recently talking to the coaster manufacturer, that these cars, each section of 2 people riding is its own individual car. There's technically 1 set of wheels per car, small car section. That's one of the reasons that this coaster will be so smooth, because there's small cars, not the big cars like you would normally see on the wood coasters. So that's pretty exciting for us, because it's going to be amazing when you're sitting in this car. I mean, literally, there's 1 set of wheels for every single car that makes up the whole entire train. So once the train gets here, I'm sure we'll get some pictures out to you guys. And once you get a chance to ride it, make sure you take a look at that. That's pretty amazing.
I think we got some more photos we can show of Gold Striker.
All right. Well, just so you know, 850 riders per hour is our estimate, what they're telling us, which hopefully we can get better. And then 2 trains of 24 guests.
So this has never been seen before, but this is actually what the entrance to Gold Striker is going to look like. And when we're out there giving you guys a tour later, but this is the entrance marquee, just a mock-up. That's not Gold Striker behind it, but just wanted to give you guys a good look at what that sign's going to look like. And we're really going to try, and Tyler can talk to this a little bit, but we're really going to try to convey the Western theme throughout the ride. You know, the theme is very important with this. As you can see, we haven't come up with a name for our miner yet, but you know, I think he portrays what we want on this coaster.
Does anyone want to vote on Tyler right now for the name of the miner?
Stinky Pete.
And we're going as far when Albert and his team are working on the spiels for the rides. We're not calling them riders. We're calling them miners, correct? Prospectors, sorry, I was close. You know, in everything we're trying to do, we are going to try to theme this ride. All the way down to like our safety, do not enter signs. We're trying to put a little theming into those even too. We don't want these big red signs saying do not enter. So we're really trying to do everything we can. And I'll tell you, the theme is not going to stop right when it's built and right when we open it. That's why I have Clayton here. Clayton is amazing, and he's going to be helping with making the park all look a little better. So we're going to try to add some little things once we have the ride, when it comes to us, that we can add to make it just a little bit better. So you're going to continue to see it grow and develop over the entire year.
Cool, we just got a few more photos here at Gold Striker. Everybody's seen the awesome layout that we have. That's just an overhead shot from our renting. Of course, it does not include the tunnel, but you can get a good idea as far as how twisted this thing is. Real twisted design. And then this is just a rendering as well of one of the trains screaming around one of the corners. So I'm sure you guys will all get to experience that in a few very soon.
In a few months.
Not today.
It almost flipped.
Might be frightening. So. Go ahead, Tyler.
All right, so action theater. There's been a lot of guesswork going on and speculation.
Somebody's been reading TPR.
You are correct. We will be getting a new movie for the theater, but we will not be releasing it yet, what it's going to be. But I can tell you that we're going the wrong direction online right now. But it was a good try. We looked at that one. But so the action theater will be getting a new movie this year. And maybe a second one later down the road. We'll leave that way.
Yeah. All right. So we do have, this is exciting, we have some new food options coming in the park this year, and the biggest one is Subway. Actually, when we exit the park, and Roger will point this out when you guys go on the park tour as well, but right outside the theater here on your left-hand side, we're going to be utilizing some of those old storefronts from the Marriott days, and we're actually putting a Subway in there. So, you know, we added the Panda Express a few years ago, and it was a great opportunity for us, a great opportunity for our guests to enjoy some food they may experience in the real world. So Subway's going to be going on as well right outside here. So that's very exciting. We also have lots of new food stuff going on in the park as well. So exciting as far as food, because I know we all love food. So at least I do.
And the subs are approximately a foot long.
$20 foot.
Tyler's gonna measure.
I'm guessing they're not going to be $5 foot longs.
I mean, because of
No, that's probably a good guess.
it'd be worse than Six Flags.
So where's Clayton? Everybody welcome down Clayton. Give him a round of applause. He's got some fun stuff to talk about.
We're more than just rides here, right, Clayton?
Yes, people, we are more than just rides. Hi, I'm Clayton, live entertainment and Halloween Haunt manager. Super excited about this year. Entertainment at Great America is growing. It's been growing over the last few years. Obviously, we haven't had a new ride put in. So Cedar Fair, being an entertainment company, really has valued the show program. And we are continuing to push that. This year is going to be great because we have 3 new shows. Team Charlie Brown. The characters will be dressed in orange, black, and white to resemble, yeah.
The team up in the San Francisco area?
We'll see about that.
The midgets.
And we're going to put kids up on the audience. If you guys remember the Slime Time show, we had the bleachers, so we're going to put those back up there. The kids will get to have special grandstand seating, so that's going to be really cool and interactive. We have Pop Fusion. That's our typical dance show out here. We're going to, and we're still in the audition process, we're going to be adding live singers out there, so it'll feel like a luminosity without the millions of dollars. So. But that's kind of, we're going to be pulling some tracks off the new Luminosity show that they're putting up in Cedar Point. We'll be building that here. So I'm really excited about that. And we know and we've identified that this plaza is going to be packed full of Gold Strikers audience. So they are going to be jam-packed with entertainment in this region of the park. I'm very excited to announce that our second main stage show is going to be on Broadway, and it's going to be taken from the popularity of Broadway tours coming through the Bay Area. We think that it's going to be a really cool place to go. It's replacing our Boot Spoon Boogie show. That was very popular. This show is going to feel like the Tony Awards, so it's going to be no more than 24 minutes, jam-packed full of iconic shows. It moves very quickly. The scenes will move very fast. There'll be projections, things like that. Then we have our main stage, Pride and Joy, Happiness is Snoopy in this theater. That's our $500,000 show that we are going to run year 2 because it's very popular. Snoopy will fly again in that show. We even saw the rain curtain. And so we're excited to bring that back. And then we have the classic karaoke. No matter what we do, we cannot get rid of that show. It's been here for so long, and I'm not even going to try to touch it because it's so popular.
He gives the people what they want. Give it up for
Yeah.
We want to see some of you guys up there.
Oh yeah.
No.
The other exciting thing is that we are building a show guide. How many of you guys have been to the park and seen that orange slip of paper that it looks like an afterthought? Well, we are throwing that out the door, and we actually have designed a mock-up or a show guide, and it'll look like the park map, but it's dedicated for only entertainment. So sorry, marketing, no pricing allowed in our guide. We've also rearranged the show schedule, so a season pass holder or a guest can now go from show to show to show and catch everything in a row. We've strategically placed that, so we're really excited about that. And this year is all about getting the buzz out. Great America Yes is just more than coasters. We have a really exciting program and just spreading the word, so we'll be using a lot of social media to help us.
I think, who likes Halloween Haunt? Who's a Haunt fan?
Retracting
So Halloween Haunts for 2013 started last year already. We are excited to announce that there'll be 3 new mazes this year.
3?
Oh my God.
They're going to be really awesome. We are building a new building again, and then there'll be 2 redesigns. The redesigns are going to be very exciting. The company now is looking at Halloween Haunts from what we've known it to now, and we're kind of dissecting it. And there's I'll give you a hint. One of our mazes There's security and safety in numbers. Well, that's going out the door, and we'll be breaking up groups of people. So if you come with a group of 6 friends, we're breaking up your group, and you're going to have to go through this maze with other strangers.
Wow.
So, it'll be really exciting. Design and work has already started on these mazes.
It's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, we'll start.
They'll pull it off.
It'll be a very exciting
pull it off.
season for
Yeah.
Han, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
A scary season. So,
Yes, very
yeah, and
They'll
then
replace,
the other
the
thing too
mazes.
is we are going to be, right now the plan is we're going to put themed music back into the park. So when you
Yes.
walk down Orleans,
learned what I
you
said.
should hear Orleans music, obviously. When you walk in hometown, it'll have Americana, Dixieland, big band. When you go to the action zone, we're planning some electronica, some things like that. And then 50s, we'll have the 50s music. So the plan right now is to eliminate vocals. So that way, when you guys are going through the park, you hear our games operators, but you're not, I call it the iPod. I feel like an iPod is just hooked up to our BGM and it's just playing, like I heard Mambo number 5 on the single ladies. So we're getting rid of all that, and that's the plan as of now. And we're kind of in the design and chop up phase. Gold Striker is taking a priority, obviously, and then we're getting back out there. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff. Taylor mentioned we're trying to put theme back into the park, the charm that, I mean, you read the Yelp reviews, and from when I grew up here, it was all about the entertainment offerings, because the park didn't have that many rides. And so we're bringing that back just by looking at flower pots mounted on buildings that got repainted over. We're going to be putting stuff back into this place. So we're very, very excited. I'm excited to be here and with you guys. And so yeah, I hope you're entertained this year. And get the word out. Tell everyone we have shows.
Thank you, Clayton.
Okay, park enhancements, I think we've talked a little bit about that. The biggest part from paint job, you will notice when we take our tour, you will see paint on buildings everywhere around here. You know, that counts the new food, that counts the new coaster. You know, there's nothing hard yet for the plans, but they are talking about the plans of what they can do next year. And again, I just want to reiterate, there's a commitment from Cedar Fair to Great America, which in essence is a commitment to you and the coaster and the amusement park families around here. So that is coming, and it's very fun to see.
Good. I just want to put a vouch out there for Grizzly, since everybody loves Grizzly. How many love Grizzly?
Oh, we all love it.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
the best
Gotta
roller
give it some
coaster
love.
ever.
So
You wait to throw your grandparents out. Come on, guys. Don't have this an old coaster.
over the past 3 years, extensive work has been put into Grizzly to actually reprofile and do some good work on it to make sure that Grizzly is as smooth as possible and provides the best ride experience. So if you haven't ridden Grizzly recently, I do challenge you to take a ride this year. It is a completely different ride experience than what you've experienced before. In fact, I've been told they've taken seconds off the time, if not more. So it's sped up a little bit, and it's definitely a new ride. So give it a ride this season. Well, we put even more work this year, so.
We're going to move on to coasting for kids. If you'll notice, the cookies that greeted you when you came in were sent out by Coasting for Kids out of Florida. They are very excited about this year's event. We're excited about this year's event, and I got to throw it out there. I'm looking for a little help right now because there's a little internal competition right now between all the Cedar Fair parks, and we're lagging a little bit.
All right, let's
And
do
some
it.
of you heard my background. I worked in pro sports for 18 years. I hate losing. I'm catching all kinds of grief from my peers, so
You know what we gotta
give me a
do.
little help here. The reality, it's a fun day. This year we are going to use Flight Deck and Vortex, correct, Tyler? And a little thanks to Tyler. I know in the past, lines, you've had to come out, go back in. So,
Oh, they're fixing it.
yeah, so this year what we have, we're going to let you hop off, stand right there. We have a couple cars on each coaster. Just by the nature of being two trains for every ride, we don't have that third train like some parks do, so we could dedicate a whole train right there for everybody. So that you will hop off, your peers will jump back on, and then you will hop back on. So those first 2 spots, it may not be the first 2 spots of the ride, but we will have the 4th spot there. On Flight Deck, it'll be a row of 4, and we think it'll make it a much more enjoyable event for everybody. So we've made some changes to try and make it better for you and your peers. Anything you can do or any initiatives you can think of that might make it better, there's a chance, let's say there's a new coaster open that we may make that the first ride, although we haven't announced an opening date for that new coaster yet. So, but if a certain coaster were to open by that time, we will start the day with everybody that we can get on a train for the first ride there. So We're excited about that, and it's for a great cause. We're dealing with kids that have medical issues. I mean, by you guys having fun, you are helping kids that need financial help and just rewarding them, because some of them, some of them end up being okay and surviving, some of them don't, but if you know anyone who's ever been sick long term, it's a tough process on a little child. And if a parent gets to see their kid smile, that's priceless in that situation. So we appreciate your help. We have the flyers up here. You can sign up online still, but please take a cookie, take a flyer, enjoy it, and hopefully we can ramp up our numbers so I can brag to my peers out there. But in the end, it's a fun day for a great cause. So hopefully we can see some more signatures going on.
I've done it in the past, and it's a great event, so.
And this is just a quote. Raul Rimmer could not be here today. He's our general manager, and the future is bright for California's great America. And it's, for as much as we talk about Gold Striker, we're excited about everything else. They're investing in people, personnel capital, everything coming in. There are tons of new ideas. I mean, just some of the little nuances, like Tyler's worked out in Ohio and down in Southern California, and just some guest service ideas he's bringing from other parks, and how we can make people feel better about their visit to California's great America. Every little touch we can provide, that's what we're looking to bring to you. So I think Roel's right. I know he's right. And right now I think that concludes everything we have on the show, except for 30 seconds?
You're giving Tyler 30 seconds.
Time it.
Where's that Jaws music they put on the Academy Awards?
30 seconds on it. Like you said, we are trying to bring back a lot more of that guest service. And anybody in here, it's going to be funny if anybody does. Does anybody in here know that Cedar Fair has a mission statement? Oh, look at that. Our mission statement, I want to tell you guys our mission statement. Our mission statement is Cedar Fair Entertainment Company is dedicated to providing our guests, you guys, with world-class thrills, fun, and family entertainment, guided by the principles of safety, service, courtesy, cleanliness, and integrity. We are really bringing that into the park this year. And we really want to see that improvement with bringing those world-class thrills and entertainment to our guests. That is a big push on the operation side that we are really trying to do. And I open up to all you guys to let us know how we're doing on that. I'm hoping you're going to say we're doing better, because I want to know. I want to know where we can improve. I want to know where we can get things done better. And in the ride sides and entertainment, we're trying to push the envelope this year. And I hope you guys will see that. And hopefully you guys, if you see us around, any of us, please come talk to us. Tell us how things going. Shoot us an email. Tell us, how your day went at the park. I'd love to have the interaction, because I want to continue to make this park better along with my team. So that was it. 30 seconds, see?
Well, we're excited to continue to, I just want to mention this as well, but we're very excited. We're going to show a video real quick, but I'm sure most of you have seen it, but we are very excited to continue our relationship with the American coaster enthusiasts and some of the coaster enthusiasts out in the community. We are holding CoasterCon here next year. Very excited about that, so we'll have a large group. So just wanted to point that out, as well as we're going to continue our relationship with the American coaster enthusiasts and all of you guys.
And right before we hit go on the video, we promised some questions. Whether it's Tyler or Greg, we're going to go 3 questions. Make it good ones, things you've always wanted to know about the park. We will try and come up with the answer. It may be an idea you have or something, but who has a question for us? Ask out loud,
Ask about our
please.
B&M Hyper.
Anybody? This will be a first. No questions?
Right up front.
Oh, mine isn't that good, so I wasn't going to ask. I wanted to know, perhaps you know this, that Cedar Point has already announced extra early admission pass holder kind of things for platinum pass holders. And I was wondering if you're going to have any of those this year.
We are looking at different possibilities for those type things, where we can let season pass holders in a little earlier for some exclusive ride time, especially with the Gold Striker coming up. We're going to be working with rides, working with a lot of things to see if we can get those benefits out there. We're not going to commit to which benefits we're going to yet, but we are definitely looking at that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's working. So, is the park planning a new attraction to go in the area where Invertigo previously sat?
Greg, you know that one?
Well, I can give you the politically correct that we're working on a future attraction for that spot. When and where and how, I cannot tell you. But I can tell you there are plans for that future spot, so definitely. I know even there's some Nice landscaping work going on out there today.
Yeah.
There are plans for this park for the future. Where those are going to hit, what part of the park they're going to be, it's going to vary. You know, that's a small part of the park. We might be doing bigger things that won't even fit there. That's all I know.
And I think the way to look at it is we could sit and tell you, yes, there's something for next year, but it's fluid. I think everyone in this room, if we sit and said we were going to put something right there, we came up with a better idea we could pull off, you would want the better idea to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So to say what we're doing, you know, again, there's a lot of stuff on the blackboard going on right
It's
now.
a great spot to just hang out, lay in the sun.
Yes.
We have a water park for that.
Yes.
And pretend to ride in Vertigo.
Pretend
And
right
one
in
more question, do we have
and
one more
headbanging.
Wow.
You have no idea the knowledge Greg has back there. Come on, someone challenge him right now.
Did you know your trolleys are rotting away in Fremont?
Max Splash.
So now that you're getting obviously a brand new Woody with single bench trains, is your other Woody possibly going to be seeing an upgrade to its trains as well to sort of keep the maintenance easier and swap out parts?
Wow, the trains question, I think I am going to push that one back to Greg.
Good luck, Greg.
Morgan trains.
Yeah, at this point, we've talked about some other opportunities that are out there for moving equipment around, but at this point, we're hanging with our Morgan trains and we'll continue to operate those for the foreseeable future.
But the good news is work has gone into Grizzly to make it a better ride at the same point. So.
And from what I hear, even last year, the ride was a lot better. So the work they put in this year on those turns is going to be great.
Hey Martin, do you want to talk a little bit more about the work that's been gone into Grizzly real quick? I'm going to throw you under the bus. This is Martin Stanko. He works on the actual wood coaster side and does all the inspections in the morning. So he can just real quick, just give a quick shout out to Grizzly because Grizzly needs some love.
That was my baby.
Put me on the spot now. Well, you know, the last 4 years,
I supervised that right for 2 years.
progressively done 300 to 400 foot sections, and addressing the roughest sections first. We started with the first turn right after the drop. We did that one first, and then we did the following year. We did the valleys, the drop and the valley, and then the second drop as well. And what we wanted to try to hit was the areas that people remember when they ride the Grizzly. You know, you remember the first drop, you remember the brake run, and you remember the lift. Typically, that's the part you remember. So we wanted to get those areas first. Last year we got the third turn. Last year we got the second turn, which was the fan turn right over the station. And we actually gained several seconds on the ride just for doing that. It made a big improvement. And I think this year, one of the roughest spots was the third turn. As you come through there, we did some reprofiling. It should be smoother as you enter and exit the turn. Before it was pretty abrupt. It was flat and then do a sudden banking. And that's an old style of construction. What we did, we actually changed the profile a little bit to try to smooth that out and round the bend out. And I think you're going to notice a big improvement in that this year. So, some other major, minor modifications. Going up the lift should be smoother. We placed some top limits there. And hopefully you guys like it this year. I'd like to get it off the bottom of that chart. I'll tell you what.
Martin will come out and ride it with you, right, Martin?
Did they read the Mitch Talker?
Martin, let's get a little teaser.
Did they read the Mitch
tracker right now. Let's hit
Yes.
play on the button.
All right.
Anaconda beat Grizzly though. For worst coaster.
The non-existent tunnel.
Take the tunnel.
Get your bullhorn.
I know.
Almost 90 degrees.
85.
Flat pit here coming. Double up.
Elephant.
Wait, is that where the elephant is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just
No brakes.
World's first brakeless roller coaster.
Yes.
How exciting does that look, guys? Are you guys excited?